Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. Give me a minute, you all. I hope you all are doing well. What's up, Tina? What's up, 305? What's up, CDP? What's up, Janice Johnson? Hold on. Good morning. Hey, Jay Parrish. Y'all, I see a lot. I see a lot going on. I see a lot of framing. I see a lot of dirty work. It's interesting. We're going to talk about it. It's a lot going on these YouTube streets. And so I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about Mia. I don't know her. I am not going to talk about, what's up, Bomb? I'm not going to talk about really Lemon because that's done. That's kind of done. So, yeah, I got two major things that I'm going to talk about. Maybe three. So, you all, I got an email, and I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm going to be honest with you all, and I'm going to be very transparent again. I'm going to be very transparent again. I am not going through hours of video just to get a little nugget of something. I'm not doing that. I'm not going through this dark forest of people to listen to them. I'm not doing it. And if it takes me out, so be it. So I'm just being honest. I'm not doing that. No, 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 no. All of these world events going on, I got better time to sit there and get these little nuggets. But I'm being honest. Y'all know I'm real transparent when it comes to that. I don't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I am gonna say this, baby. When I say the emails be emailing, they do. And these people in this season, baby, they get that juicy stuff. So I got an email with Tommy's plea deal, what he's supposed to do, how many years that probation is. Because, Tommy, they had you going to jail. Excuse me? Tommy, they had you going to jail. You got a felony. They had you going to jail, boy. I know he ain't off the hook. They had him going to jail. I sat there looking at that paperwork. I'm like, boy, this is serious. Not serious, but this is serious. I'm serious. I'm like, oh, hell. You going to jail. You checking them boxes. Oh, baby, yes, 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 yes. And then all for you to come online and incriminate yourself. Let me tell you something, Tommy. You're going to jail. Because I don't think you have enough emotional intelligence to stay your ass off of these YouTube streets. You are on probation. You have no contact. Hunching, texting, no contact with that man. And let me tell you something. If Castro texts you, if Castro does anything to you, he's setting you up, boo. He's setting you up. He getting ready to have old nerves a piece of click and view on your expense. He set you up. And you drop the charges, How he set you up? What's love got to do? Got to do with it nothing. You dropped them charges from Castro and you still in trouble. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have been a vindictive, I'm gonna get you type of person. If I'm going down, you going down, ho. I'm sorry. And you done not go to court, but yet you gotta go to court with them probation papers. And baby, if you violate probation, you going to jail. And you done got online this morning. Oh yes, yes. And you trying to private the video. My. Let me tell y'all keep on playing. Let me see what y'all saying. Baby, them probation papers was nothing to play with. I think something. Tommy not off the hook. We know he ain't off the hook. 10 hours of video, just a little. I know that's right, baby. I ain't doing all that. Okay? Oh yeah. So they told me he got 3 days. Girl, they said he served 3 days. He got 3 days towards his child. I'm reading y'all comments. Okay, I'm back. So Tommy, I hope you make it. I hope in my heart you make it. Now you done said some foul stuff about me, but I don't really care. It really don't bother me. I hope you make it. But you already starting off wrong. I don't know which voice is talking in your head this week, but you need to tell Satan to get behind you. Thank you, ushers. What's up, ushers? You need to tell the devil to get behind you. Real quick. Okay? You need to tell Satan to get behind you. Because, baby, you coming on that YouTube with that lady in Kentucky. Baby, they want you to go to jail, Tommy. Let me say this, Tommy. I wouldn't trust Castro as far as I can throw him. Because if you are in contact with that man, both of y'all names was on that thing, Tommy. And you can sit up here and act like nothing ain't going on. Oh, we saw the court paperwork. There's a lot going on. If you let Castro text you, if you let Castro call you, if you let Castro sleep over your house, you are a crazy fool. You hear me? You need to block his numbers, block his IG, move to another neighborhood. You need to do something different because no contact means no contact. And baby, they said you got 3 days served in jail. You are a felon now, Tommy. We saw the paperwork. And I'm not laughing about that. Let me tell you why that's not funny. That's not funny because you limit your opportunity. That's not funny because as a black man, anything that people can use to hold you back, they gonna do it. See, that's why that's not funny. It's not funny because you done spent 30 years, 30 some odd years, not one single situation, but you get with this man and now you got a record. See, it ain't Jay Wilson who you need to be mad at. Because Jay Wilson been telling you to leave that man alone. Jay Wilson been telling you to go somewhere else. They're talking about something, y'all jealous of what we got. No, baby, we ain't. We saw what you all had. and we tried to get you away. And to be honest, I was trying to get Castro away from you, and I was trying to get you away from Castro because you all are not good for each other. And I knew that this day would come. And guess what? Castro don't have no record. Castro is free as a bird. Castro don't have to worry about bothering you because you didn't show up for court. So now Castro is free as a bird and you on probation with the option to go to jail. And let me tell you something, doing videos ain't helping you. Girl, it wouldn't be no look, it wouldn't be my comment. Look, it wouldn't be Jay Wilson if I didn't tell that man to stop getting on there talking about that man. You know it. I don't know he gonna make it. I don't know if he gonna make it. He better go to cross set. Not cross it, but he better go to cross set and sit his ass down and get in the country and get obscure. Okay? He better do look. Myra, 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 let the record be. I'm going to ride and live with you. I'm not going to ride and die with you. I'm telling Tommy, if you don't stop, you're going to jail. And let me say this, Tommy, don't try to spite me. If you want to go to jail, go and do what you got to do. But if you keep on messing with that man, you're going to jail. Because you were about to go to jail. Tommy was about to go to jail. I saw the probation papers. I saw them. Oh my God. You are a felon. And I'm not laughing about that. Nobody should want to be a felon. I'm just sorry. But nobody did it but him. My. So y'all, yeah, somebody sent me an email that Tommy had went on live. So when I clicked the live, um, the video was already on private. So, but Tommy, you need to stop it. You are playing a very dangerous game. Let me tell you something, young man. Number one, you already are a felon. Now you have reduced your job and your career opportunity. I don't even know if you can get food stamps no more. Because again, you living in that crazy state with them crazy people. What's that lady name? Who the governor? Huckabee? Baby, you get Huckabees. And the Huckabees don't want no felons to get no food stamps or no nothing. So I don't even know if that's going to affect your housing status and get your food stamps. But because you have committed DV, you can't work in any medical facility. You can't work at any school because, again, you got DV issues. That's what that probation paper said. But to help you. Because, baby, you got a hard road to climb. Even not going to jail, you are still caged now, unfortunately. Baby, you try to tell the children, but the children don't be listening, and then they want to cuss you out. But baby, hey, and y'all, I'm not laughing at this situation. It's a very tragic situation. Anytime you got to be on probation, anytime that you have a record, that stuff follows you. And it's sad. And he might have to turn to YouTube to make a few coins. But I'm gonna tell you what, Castro don't have no record. Castro busy making them Easter baskets. Girl. Castro don't have no record. And the sad part about it, Tommy, you dropped the charges. You didn't even show up. Who won? Who won? Because let me tell you something, Tommy. Nobody is ever going to give up themselves over you. When it comes to you and the other person, it's always going to be them. I ain't tell you. Castro did the okey doke on you. And I'm not trying to stir up mess, but he did. And he ain't as dumb as folks thought. Hey, what's up? I want to say hey to everybody just coming in, y'all. Hey, Jules, Myra, all y'all in here. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming over. What's up, Hershey? Castro don't really have to do nothing. Because Castro, Tommy didn't show up for court. I'm telling you, it's a mess. But Tommy, the girls are wagering that you going to jail because you don't have enough emotional intelligence to stay off these YouTube streets, and they think that the sheriff is gonna come scoop you up because you don't know how to act. The girls are saying that you already done cut up, and I mean, Tommy, look. Can I say I didn't ask for them probation papers? Baby, the probation papers came, and I'm looking through that, and I'm reading through that, and I'm like, this hoe was in trouble. She better be glad that that public defender helped her a little bit because she would have been in jail. Oh, she would have been in jail. She would have been in jail. But 4 years probation, no contact. It's another thing in there. But NCO is no contact order. Let me tell you something. Let me say this about Tommy, y'all. At the end of the day, you can say whatever you want about me. I'm going to give y'all this. Let me give y'all this. I can lose my house tomorrow, but you can always get another house. You can always get a new thing. But, baby, you can't get your freedom back. See, I can lose a house tomorrow, but I ain't no felon. Talk to me like, see, again, I'm not trying to be mean to nobody, but you can always get other things back. But let me say this again. I'm okay with my home. I've been in it since 2012. I'm good. And if I were not good, I have family, I have loved ones, I have a whole partner who has a house as well. I ain't worried about that. See, again, I got freedom. I got freedom. And Tommy, I'm not even mad at you because what you're doing right now, you're angry. You're angry at yourself. You're angry because you made the wrong decision. You're really angry because we've been telling you this all the time. You didn't follow it. Now you realize that old pastor was right. And so now you got to deflect and talk about something that you don't even know about. But I tell you this, I could be 50 feet underwater with my house. I ain't going to jail. I don't have no felony record. And I'm not even giving you that. I'm just throwing that out as a hypothetical. And I'm not mad at you, Tommy. The sad part about it is I wish you would have listened. And the bad part about it is, even though Castro got his behind whooped on camera, you got the short end of the stick. Because at the end, Castro is free. Maybe a little bruised, maybe a little battered, but Castro don't have no record. You do. Even Castro comes out as the winner on this. Because freedom and not having a felony is a winning thing. So, I'm Tommy, I feel for you. You can say whatever you want about me. First of all, you don't know me. And I don't have a record. And I feel for you. So, baby, pretty mama, I'm going to tell you what. I won't say that. But, baby, them people are full of confusion, full of drama. It don't make no sense. He don't have no street credit. That ain't no credit. How that credit gonna get you a job? How's that credit go? I don't want that kind of credit. Okay, give me some buying power credit. I don't want that kind of credit. That credit only works for you if you're a rapper and you got money. I don't want that kind of credit. Oh, I was his daddy. Yeah, but look, I'm gonna let that man handle his business. But I saw that paperwork and I was floored. I was floored. And Tommy, you came this close to going to jail. And this is the sad part, Tommy. You still this close to going to jail. Because if you violate that order, they're going to lock you up. That's it, Tommy. So good luck with that. I hope you don't go to jail. You got the clip. Girl, send me the clip. I want to see the clip. Cause baby, they put the video on private. Let me say this. See, Tommy, you mad at the wrong person. I didn't call your daddy. I didn't call your church. Yes, Rip Kiki Shepard, Showtime at the Apollo. They actually gave her flowers on World News Tonight. Shout out to David Muir, okay, because they actually gave Kiki Shepard her flowers on World News Tonight. Rip Kiki Shepard. She died of a heart attack. But I didn't call your daddy. I didn't call your church. I didn't do anything to you but try to help you. But you didn't listen. And now all of a sudden, I'm to blame for your demise? No, you to blame. You to blame. You don't listen. So, anyway, somebody send me the video. I know he probably did the video because he don't want to go to jail. But, Tommy, again, people got the video clips. So you can private whatever you want to. So let me say this, you all. I'm sad because another black man done got a felony, meaning that another black man has taken himself out of the job market for certain jobs. That's sad. He disrespected the judge. Well, I know he probably disrespected the judge because when the man had to fire him, he wanted to cuss the man out. Tommy got emotional problems. And y'all, let me say this. It's not a funny matter. Let me tell you why. People cannot give you what they don't have. And if strife and fighting is all you know, that's all you have. That's all you have. And we expect people to give us something that they don't have. And I feel sorry for Tommy because I believe Tommy is a victim of his environment. And this is why you always want to do better. This learning is so important because you can be low wealth, but you can bring yourself out of that if you want to. But when your mindset is, I got a disability so I can get a check, and because of my disability, I get some food stamps, and I'm getting over on the government, baby, that's the wrong mentality right there. You're not getting over on the government, obviously, because they cut those benefits. You're only limiting yourself. And now, y'all, how many times I told Tommy and Castro to invest in themselves? How many times have I said, well, y'all need to do something? You need to do something different. And it's not judgment. And this is why you can't shame me or make me feel any kind of way about my upbringing. Hell, Tommy, mom, and daddy probably made more than mine. And I'm not ashamed about that. But at the end of the day, what do you do? Do you sit there and do that? Now, I will say this. I saw my mom and daddy go to work. I know they went on no food stamps. I know, but they said you going to work, and if you want extra, you're going to have to go out there and cut some grass or go be a lifeguard to make it work. So, again, people coming at my humble beginnings, maybe that don't bother me. It just goes to show you that the American way, if you work it right, works. Plenty of times. Oh, he fake being crazy. But he was tired of working. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it, y'all. Well, at the end of the day, did it work for you? Because again, you ain't making a mint. You just scraping by. Anyway, y'all, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. And so, Tommy, yeah. And again, y'all, nobody don't want that confusion. Nobody don't want to be taking care of no grown man. He really does have mental issues. But I mean, I'm not picking at him on that. It's just sad that now you got a fella. So I hope he gets it together. Let me move right along. Child, somebody told me that Wendy's hamburger logo lady, Ronald McDonald first cousin, honey, they say Didi Loop Loop is for the streets, honey. RNY TV, I love you down. I ain't lying. I do like you, RNY TV. But girl, you really need to consider. I ain't trying to break you and your man up. I ain't trying to break you and your man up, girl. But baby, you gotta be some kind of desperate to be trying to hit it from the bottom with Ronald McDonald and Wendy's logo over there. Girl, they said that Envy was up there playing footsies with Doo Doo Loo Loo. Girl, I almost threw up my cereal in my mouth. I said, I know you lying to me. Really, TV? Girl, for the mere fact that you more classy based than that. And that's what Envy was going for. That should have been enough right there to say, hell no, I'm out. I am out. Now let me say this. I'm not mad at Envy because I guess he was single back in the day and stuff. But why you gotta lie about it? And Rennie TV, girl, them some red signs. And I told you, Rennie, I don't like Envy because of what he did to MU. And if he can do it to MU, he gonna do it to you. Okay? But Dee Lou Blue, Dee Lou Blue, Dee Lou Blue, Dee Lou Blue. For real though. And baby, she thinks she is such a puppet master. And this is why I don't pay that crazy broad no mind. Now, 2 weeks ago, she was loving me. Now she hates me. Yes, Dee Lou Blue, because you thought you was going to get some ping from, what's his name, Glitter Boo. You gave him everybody information. You was an informant, okay? Because nobody would give you no play over here at the V section. And so you went over there and did all that foolery. And then he spilled your tea. Girl, you is for the street, honey. I ain't never seen no clown for the street. Okay? Girl, I thought the clown was for the circus, not for the street. Girl, you is for the street. At your age, for the street. Now, Dee Lou won't prayer. Okay, she won't prayer and benevolence. Because now, girl, they say her hip hurting, her feet hurting, her bunion on her feet hurt. Okay? They say her hair is frizzy. Okay? They say that they say she's in a bad way down there at that hospital. Now, again, I don't have nothing to say. All I can say is, okay, Jesus wept. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I don't know what it's about. But, baby, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. Okay? Dee Lou Blue. Envy, really? RNY TV, really, girl? Really, girl? You need to have a talk with your man behind the scenes because right now you look like they're the first ladies down at the church where the pastor done got caught up in the mess, but she gonna stand by him because the Lord told her, girl, bye. Girl, bye. You looking like Eddie Long wife right now, girl. All right. Okay, you looking like Hillary Clinton right now. Okay, now, ma'am. You looking like Hillary Clinton. Girl, just make it a business. Just make it a business. Let me tell you something, Rennie TV. I would respect you more to say, you know what? It ain't no friends on YouTube. It ain't no real relationship. We are business partners. So, hey, whoever he behind the scenes with don't have nothing to do with me because we business partners. I'd rather you come out like that. But girl, Dee Lou Blue, Dee Lou Blue, I question that right there. Dee Lou Blue, ma'am, excuse me. Wendy's logo, Ronald McDonald first cousin. And let me say this. I do think it's a play. And let me tell you why it's a play. All the redirects, all it is to get people to go to her platform. Girl, they said Dee Lou had like 2,000 people. Girl, I said, no wonder it was cold in Texas and it's almost summer. Because, baby, we know that hoe can't get two people in her, she can't even get two people in her platform, much less 2,000. So everybody is benefiting from this. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that. That hoe couldn't even get 5 folks on a good day. But I think it's funny. So now I heard Diva and what's her name? DS had a conversation. Yada yada yada. Okay. And see, this is the thing, you all. You see it for what it is. You see it for what it is. Everybody just trying to get some numbers, get that 21st extension check. TD, GG, Loop Loop, all of them. But everybody trying to get that AdSense check. But I'm gonna say this, RNY TV, is it worth it, girl? Is it worth it? Because girl, they said you educated and stuff and all of this, and then all of a sudden, this man up here chasing a nursing home vixen. Really? Okay, he chasing a lady who wearing the pins panties. No, ma'am. Okay, is it, girl? Anyway, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. Even this meal thing and all of this, I'm like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Y'all have a good go at it. Go at it. I'm just observing. It is what it is. Girl, she was crying like she was at the Golden Globes, like she had won a Golden Globe. I want to thank the Academy. Look, it is what it is. Baby, these people is too much for me. These people is too much for me. Deacon Green and Dr. LaShawn Brown, they too much for me. I can't. And Envy, it was the lie. VS sat there and set you up because you said you didn't know that lady. Like Bill Clinton, I don't know that lady. And then you wound up knowing the lady. But you knew her under a different name. Oh, okay. Okay. How can you not know somebody who looked like Ronald McDonald's first cousin and the logo on Wendy's? How you miss that? How you miss that? Rennie TV girl, please be taking notes. You need to be like Mary. She pondered these things. That said in the Bible, when Mary was thinking, she pondered these things. She pondered these things. Baby, because I was like, Dee Dee Loop Loop? Really though? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You ain't never like, ain't no way. So Envy, baby, you just look, Envy, whatever credibility that you did have for the mere fact, Dee Dee Loop Loop, baby, it done been shot to hell. And RYTV girl, get out while you can. I told you I don't trust that man. After what that man did to MU, and I'm not talking about the rain. I'm talking about MU going through a challenge. That man sat up there and taped it and then put it out there. I knew he was snaky. But anyway, I didn't go over there and watch it. Maybe you know I looked at somebody replay. I ain't going over there. I'm telling you, I will watch her, but I will not watch him. And I don't have nothing against the man except what he did to MU, and that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Dee Dee Loop Loop. I'm sorry. I'd rather for you to be having chats like that with Shamar or somebody. I know that sounds weird, but I'd rather you to be dealing with the gays than her. I know that's bad, but all right, baby, I'd rather you to be dealing with the gays than Dee Dee Loop Loop. Really? Anyway, let me move right along. Now, baby, it's funny to me. I'm laughing at these girls. I'm laughing at these girls. These girls getting set up. But let me tell you something, Dee Dee Loop Loop. We know your words. We know that you was over there at 5 Babe until you fell out with her. We know your words, Steve. We know your words. But one thing about VS, and VS has already said it. She said she uses people until she doesn't need them anymore. And once she got what she needs out of you, she throw you away. How do I know that? Because she told Brianna that. She's sitting there telling you what she does. I don't know why y'all don't sit there and listen. Look at Read the Heart of Philadelphia. Maybe once she was done with Reed, Move right on to the next person. Maybe these people are very transactional. They transactional. They only use you for what you good for. And once you know more of use to them, on to the next person. On to the next person. It's just that easy. Okay, y'all, let me go to the next thing. Baby, they said, nah, Rodney, don't get mad at me. This is what the girls said, Rodney. Rodney, they said that you and Intrinsic don't know what to do since Ness done went on her sabbatical. I didn't even know Ness was gone. I didn't even know Ness was gone, baby. But they said since Ness been gone, they say Rodney and Intrinsic been hitting everybody's platform. They don't know what to talk about. I'm going down. They going down. Cause Ness ain't around. Baby, their content up. Down. Going down. That's what they say, baby. I don't know. But maybe they say since Ness been gone, her disciples don't know what to do. Maybe they say they don't know what to do. That's what they said outspoken. I don't know. But they say they don't know what to do, girl. They say they been going over people's channels and looking for a new church home, trying to be on watch cam. What they call it when you go to another church, when you in school or in the military and you go to another church until you get back. They're under watch care. They're trying to find a watch care home. Hey, Kimmy. Baby, they say they say they don't know what to do, girl. They say they trying to find a watch care home until they pastor get back. I don't even know. Whether you hear that, it don't really matter because all it is a show. It really don't matter. To be honest, that's what the girl said. I wouldn't have even noticed it unless somebody brought it to my attention because again, I'm not really immersed in them both. But I thought it was funny, and so yeah, maybe it's a lot going on. But I'm gonna tell you what though, that Tommy thing is real. That ain't no play. That's real. And if Tommy break that probation, Tommy going to jail. Tommy, you can't even get a ticket. You can't even get into a altercation with somebody, or they could really haul your butt to jail. So all probation is an easy way to get you in the system and get you in jail. What's up, Viv? What's up, Viv? Yeah. Now, all of this stuff with Dee Dee Loop Loop and stuff, baby, and it's only helping Dee Dee Loop Loop. Because y'all know nobody wants featuring her. Girl, nobody was featuring her. Nobody was featuring she. Now they said she crying over there, talking about she had to move out the nursing home. Her back hurting, her knees hurting, her hips hurting. But yeah, she for the street. How you gonna be for the streets and you can't even get on the streets? How you gonna be for the streets and you can't even lift up your legs? Ooh-wee. Baby, the girls are not well, honey, physically and spiritually. They ain't well. They kicked out the nursing home. Baby, she for the streets. But anyway, I think it's really funny. I really do. I don't have anything against these people. I really don't. I think it's funny, and I think that they are just getting clicks and views. I'm Jay Burrell, can't you tell? So yeah, y'all. Child Hershey. Baby, Hershey, the girl sent me an old nasty piece of email, honey. And you know, because people get mad because I'm getting these emails. I'm getting the email, yes. I'm getting emails. You know, now, and I read them. I read them. And they sent me Tommy's probation and stuff. I don't know how they got it, but it was real. It was authentic. And I'm like, damn, my. Baby, send me the emails. You can send an email. You can send a text. I prefer emails. And when you send an email, please be detailed. Make sure you put the timestamp of where I need to see it. And if you think the person is going to private it, could you please give me a brief synopsis of what they was talking about? I mean, y'all, I'm sorry. I am the lazy content creator, and I don't have no shame. I don't have no shame. I got other things to do. I'm gonna let these hoes sit up there and try to be 48 hours to be uh, uh, investigative journalist. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it. No, sorry, Bobby Jr. I sure don't. I ain't watching no 6 hour live. I ain't doing that. What you doing? Nothing. How you doing? I'm all right. I don't like you. I don't like you either. And then we spent a whole 3 hours going back, fussing and fighting. And then, child, no. Mm-mm. No. Ain't nobody doing that. I know I ain't doing it. So anyway, you all. Oh, did somebody just send something? So anyway, you all. But Saturday I will turn 56. Thank you, Jesus. So I think I might come on for my 56th birthday. Um, yeah, so I will be turning 56 on Saturday. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really having a good time and enjoying life. Um, and I'm really doing well, you all. I don't have no complaints whatsoever. Um, so I'm getting ready. Thank you. I'm getting ready to start doing a lot of stretch. So not only am I going to the gym, but I'm incorporating a lot of deep stretching because as we get older, the flexibility wanes. And then, you know, you hear about a lot of older people falling down and stuff. So really to build up my core flexibility, I'm gonna start doing that. Baby, let me tell you something about them TSA workers. Y'all, so my brother-in-law and my nephew came to visit. When I tell you they had a nonstop flight from San Antonio to Florida, they could not, the weather was so bad in Florida that they had to circle and circle. It got to the point where the jet was getting ready to run out of gas. So they had to divert the plane and go to Atlanta. Wrong move. Wrong move. They get to Atlanta. The weather deteriorates in Atlanta. But because thank God I got relatives who live in Georgia because they came and got him because he would have been staying at the airport or he would have had to get a hotel. It so he had to get to the airport 5 hours before his flight because TSA was so bad in Atlanta. He gets through the line. They cancel his flight. This happened for 2 days. You couldn't get a rental car anywhere. Can't get a rental car. So he wound up taking this bus called Flex or whatever kind of bus to get home. He was trying to rent a car. Baby, the rental cars were gone. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I don't blame those TSA workers. TSA is an important job. TSA is our first line of defense to make sure that somebody who don't need to be on the plane ain't on the plane. So now we're not paying those people. They're some of the lowest paid federal workers in the system. Again, I said this. The government should have made a provision that if they would have a shutdown, that either the TSA workers get paid or that their anything they had to pay on was taken care of until they start doing some stuff. But how do you expect those people to work for free? Those people have apartments. Those people have mortgages. They have bills. And you can't expect those people to work for free without paying. And my thing is, how can Congress sit there and do that? And my thing is, well, if TSA is not getting paid, then Congress shouldn't get paid. Why should y'all get paid? I'm going to tell y'all, you all better vote. If you don't vote this season, it is your fault. And I'm so, because again, if you don't think that Kamala Harris wouldn't have done a better job, you sick in the head. We wouldn't have had half of these problems with Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris told us the dangers of Donald Trump. I couldn't believe black people speaking against this woman. I'm like, so you think Donald Trump is a better alternative? We should have learned our lesson the first time he was in office. Now we're in a war that we allow another country to get us in, and our allies are saying, you on your own. We ain't sending our troops for this mess. And they don't give a damn about your sons, your daughters, your loved ones, because they're sending them people over to be slaughtered. For what? Y'all don't even have a strategy. All because you don't want to face them Epstein allegations. All because of that. And you spending all of this money on this war, but yet you cutting benefits off for people. And you think that's okay. So anyway, y'all, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. It is, every time I think about it, it just gets me. And then he just had another bombshell because his intelligence lead person just quit because he said that this war was not necessary. He said Iran didn't have the capabilities to produce, that uranium for their nuclear program. And now the UAE and the other Middle East countries are thinking twice about U.S. bases being on their soil because they didn't sign up for this. The only reason why they had U.S. bases because they wanted to be protected if something happens, but they didn't expect that Donald Trump was going to do this. Now they're getting part of this war. Now tourism has frozen up for the UAE and all of these people. They're hurting because they can't get their oil out because Iran is sitting there bombing ships in the Gulf of Hormuz. I mean, So nobody, you cause ruckus for everybody. And the man doesn't think long term. President Obama knew the history of Iran in the United States, so he could make an informed decision. Obama knew. Obama knew the delicate nature of Iran. Did you not know that British Petroleum wanted Iran's oil and Iran did not want them to take it, so they became a state oil company and it pissed off Iran? I mean, it pissed off England or Great Britain. Do you know that's why the Shah of Iran was propped up there? Because Britain and the United States propped them up there for oil again. And this is how you get the Shah. I mean, this is how you get the Ayatollah. If you knew that history, you would have treaded carefully, and you probably knew it and didn't want to do what. It's ignorance, you all. Ignorance. Miss Lindsay ain't gonna do nothing. See, again, they can send your sons and daughters to war, but their children are protected. And see, this is why I have a problem with the military. This is why I really have a problem with the military, because they can send your sons and daughters, but they don't want to send theirs. You got a president who didn't go to war because of bone spurs. Are you serious? I'm done. It just angers me that those lives were lost in this war and they didn't have to be lost. That man was getting ready to come home. That lady had 2 kids. It's just unbelievable, y'all. So I'm gonna move on from that. No, Barron ain't going to war. And then he don't want immigrants coming in, but his wife is a whole immigrant from East. And let me say this. I wouldn't be surprised if Melania had something to do with Epstein. Because you know she was a model. A model. Jules, yes. Bloopity bloop. Are you talking about Tommy? Oh, baby, we talked about that plea agreement. Oh, we did, bloopity bloop. Oh, you need to red ball it back. But we talking about how that plea deal is going to be shot to hell because people on here on YouTube making videos already. Who is my girl? Yeah, a lot of people think Melania is part of. Let me say this. I think Melania knows Epstein better than Hillary. She was a model. And y'all don't understand, Russian spies can be among you all. They know the language. They know everything. They have jobs here. They have kids. They live dual lives. I mean, they really, yeah. Oh, baby, we done talked about that too, Fridge Nat. And let me say this. It's not the receipts. It's not the receipts that we're concerned. It's the line that you said you didn't know that lady. And this is what I'm saying. RNY TV needs to look at them red flags, baby. I mean, he must have really been in a dry season. I mean, for Dee Loop Loop. Mm-mm-mm. Baby, he got Dee Loop Loop feeling good. Okay, feeling like she a old nasty piece of redhead fashion model over there. I said, now how you gonna be trying to get close to somebody who looking like Ronald McDonald first cousin and the logo for Black Wendy's? Okay, you got white Wendy's, but she the logo for Black Wendy's. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about RNY TV. I think she's smart. I think she's playing her numbers. I don't know. I think she gonna have a. So let me tell y'all something about YouTube. YouTube is very, very interesting. Let me tell you, it's very, very interesting. It may look like Rennie TV is standing with Envy, but I guarantee you, Rennie TV is collecting intel. And when the time is right, baby, you will see her flip because I can't believe a lady as smart as she is would sit there and not pause for some of the stuff that's been going on. I think RNY TV has been around long enough to know, and she's been on this platform to know that it ain't no friends on YouTube. And that relationships, she done seen how these relationships end. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Rennie TV done been in the church, and church folk know foolery. Church folk know how to navigate. Church folk know will get you. Let me tell you something. Church folk will get you caught up in mess that you can't get out of. I don't think. I pray that RNY TV is not that dense. I don't think she is. We'll find out in the by and by. We'll understand it better by and by. I don't know what's going on, but hold on, y'all. We thought Lemon and Lolo were real cool, but we would find out that Lolo was getting paid. Honey, Lolo was on the payroll. Lolo said, I ain't doing this for free. I said, go on, Lolo. Go on, Lolo. Lolo said, I ain't doing this for free. So again, we won't know until we need to know. But Lolo was not on that panel for free. Now she didn't like to be on the panel all the time, but Lolo said, I ain't doing this for free. Well, we'll find out. Then they try to say that lady is a man. I'm like, oh Lord, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. So I'm not going there. I like Rennie TV. I really do. I really, and she can sing, baby. She can sing. Oh, she can sing. But I don't think that she is that green to let Envy get her in a situation. She's looking real crazy right now. And let me say this, you all. That's part of the strategy. The strategy is to tear Rennie TV apart from Envy. That's why Dee Dee Loop Loop came in. Girl, that ain't nothing to cry. First of all, it's more shameful for Envy that he would try to be getting that senior citizen cooch. Okay? But it's a play. It's a play. So now I'm going to make Envy look like a womanizer, whether it's true or not, because the whole goal is to split RNY TV up from Envy. And I think the strategy of RNY is, oh, I'm going to stick with him because I'm not going to give y'all the satisfaction. However, I got some tricks up my sleeve at the end. Because if I pull away from Envy, you all get what you want. So it's a double-edged sword. If I leave them, then they got what they want. If I stay, I'm gonna be looking stupid, but that's okay because I know that this is for a brief moment, but it's a game. It's a game, and this is why I don't really care. Baby, I'm here for it. It's a game. It's a game. Dee Dee Loop Loop ain't never had views like that. From what I heard, that somebody told me she had about 2,000 people in her stuff. So she ain't never had that. So everybody is winning right now. Yeah, I think it's the line that people have issues. See, let me say this. With my situation with Brian, I don't have a problem that Brian said something about my cousin and my friend. The problem that I had is with the lying. It's the lying. So yeah, let me tell you something. The whole goal is to break people apart. Tommy and Castro. There was a concerted effort, I guess, to break them apart. But again, that's why I told her. Either your relationship is important or YouTube is important. Let me say this. That man trying to save face. RNYTV knows the game. She knows that the people's mindset is she needs to quit and move on. So it'll be another storyline that RNYTV leaves Envy. But as long as she stays with Envy, the people still have a storyline. Oh, she's so dumb. She don't see it. She don't da da da. So I'm gonna give it, RNYTV credit. You don't move really quickly. You just let things play out, and then you strategize while things are playing out. You got to be proactive and not reactive. How you know Envy ain't being used. Now, let me give you all a food for thought. If Envy is stupid enough to have a paper trail with Dee Dee Loop Loop, if he's crazy enough to have conversations with Mia, do you think he'll cover his bases with Rennie TV? Who's the smart one in the relationship? I question I question his credibility to let Dee Dee Loop Loop sew him up like that. So is he that brilliant? See, y'all give people too much credit. Have we got any juicy news on RNY TV? All we have heard is innuendos, not substantiated, that she's a man. We know that lady ain't no man. I know that lady ain't no man. But what do y'all have on her physically? Just think about that. I think RNY TV is gonna surprise a lot of people because baby, when that number's called up there, I think she's gonna be bringing some receipts. I just don't think that she's that dense. And if she's that dense and Envy got her like that, baby, she gonna be. But I don't think so. But we won't know. We will not know. But I think it would be crazy for her to jump out and then just leave him. I think what she's doing is looking at things, looking at these red flags, taking account to what's really going on, and planning and planning. How many people look? How many people do they big one after? Like I said, Lolo. I'm gonna give Lolo her props. Lolo was more proactive than reactive. Lolo, look, Lolo gives the appearance that I've done everything for Lemon. I let you do this, I let you do this, now it's my turn. Lolo had all of that stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you when I know Lolo was not what Lolo tends to, people think. Lolo don't know nothing, Lolo don't see nothing. But baby, when Lolo get mad, Lolo knows everything. Lolo knows everything. Honey, when Lolo was reading, I'm like, ooh. I'm like, not on the phone crying, not on the. See, Lolo don't know nothing until Lolo needs to know something. I'm just saying. And so I think RNY All right, you all. I'm back. Sorry about that. I hit a dead spot. I don't think Envy is 60. I think Dee Dee Loop Loop is in her 60s. But I think Envy is around my age. She may be a little younger than I am. But yeah, I think when it comes to Dee Dee Loop Loop, Envy, RNYT, DPS, Diva, it's plays. I think people are running plays, doing stuff. This is why I'm not fighting with folks. Folks coming for me, I heard, and I'm like, maybe I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't have time for it. I will comment on it, but mm-mm, mm-mm, no, I'm good. But the Tommy thing, and Tommy, being mad at me ain't gonna get you off of probation. Being mad at me ain't gonna do nothing for you. So you need to take this time of reflection and really think about what you've done. Because being mad at me ain't gonna help you, and that's real. So, but y'all, it's a lot going on, but not again. It's a lot going on, but not a lot going on. Well, big deal, big deal. I mean, big deal. So let's say that RNYTV did get gastric bypass, but she ain't living with her mama. Y'all make the biggest deal out of the biggest. Okay, so she had the money to get it. Y'all act like that's a read. What's sad is that you stand with your mom. What's sad is that you have a situation where, because of your alcoholism, you had to go to court. Her getting a gastric bypass ain't criminal. Her getting a gastric bypass ain't nothing to be ashamed about. She look good now. So again, you all go Google Gaga over the stupidest stuff. So she had gastric bypass. Okay, and is that against the law? Is she going to jail for that? I'm just asking because y'all act like it's criminal. This joker been these people doing criminal stuff. What you hold on for a minute, y'all. These damn people. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Get off your damn phone. Ooh, I hate driving here sometimes. These people. Ugh. So if it's her first, then she's pure. Okay. Okay. So again, now let me give you something, Fridge Nat. Those are all names. But if she homely, if she got bypass surgery, it ain't criminal. But drinking and hitting something is. Putting your hands on people is. I don't see Rennie TV living with her mama. See, I look through the bullshit. Y'all sit up there, she called him a name. Ooh, she sure did read him. No, it's not a read. Because whatever you say about Rennie TV, y'all can talk about the lady's physical appearance. You can talk about all of that stuff. But look through the minutia. Look through the bullshit. Lemon don't have no reason to be talking about nobody in his situation. Because the sad part about it is that it seems like he's limited. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I know people fight like that, but when you look through the real shit, it's like, but what are you doing? I can tell you, we saw very young boys at Lemon's house, And that boy did say that somebody was trying to touch his booty. I heard that with my own ears. See, again, it's stuff like that. Shabba. This is why I'm like, look, I don't get caught up in the minutia, because all of this name calling. But what's happening in real life though? Because name calling is easy. I don't know why she cussing me out. Why Reed cussing me out? She mad at me? I love Reed. But again, 1 minute Reed was over here saying Jay Wilson. Then see, again, these people are so wishy-washy. But Reed, girl, I wish the best for you too. Because I'm going to tell you what, Reed. I don't really have a problem with you, but my heart went out to you when you had that camera slip and your face was looking like a turnip. And baby, you had that office ceiling with all that water damage. Girl, my heart went out to you right then and there. I'm like, this hoe can't talk about nobody until she get that. Girl, I can't. Don't do it with me, Reed. Because you know I really like you, niece. I really like you. But girl, we done seen too much. And I'm going to pray for you. I really going to pray for you. Because nobody should be living in them type of conditions. Okay? Girl, I'm surprised you don't even have respiratory damage. Okay? Mm-mm. But I like Reed. But I don't be going in on her after I don't go in on her. No. Mm-mm. Or nobody. Because I like these folks. But let me say this. This is a show. And Reed probably cuss me out tomorrow. And it'll be what it is. People in person. We don't go to the movies. Okay? We don't go to brunch. I don't know these folks. And let me say this. They don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe them a damn thing either. See, that's how I feel about it. It's just a show. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a good one. And I'm sure it's gonna be busy this afternoon. So y'all have a good one. Peace.